I don't like fighting games. Yep, I just don't like them. I don't even really know why, because, I like to watch people play fighting games. Be it Mortal Kombat, Killer Instinct, Tekken, Soul Calibur, or Super Smash Bros. I don't like them. You could compare it to football fans. I'm sure that a lot of football fans don't play football, but they love to watch it. And I think it comes down to one simple feeling: excitement. Watching a only one fight in MK where one guy is 25% health and suddenly the table turn because the other fighter makes a mistake and gets punished losing the stack or the whole game, it's pretty cool. It's difficult to capture that feeling, but somehow fighting games always manage to bring out this excitement out of me. Maybe I should first explain why I generally speaking don't like fighting games. When I was younger and I had more time to play video games, I played a little game called League of Legends. I would say that I wasn't really good at it. I knew how to play to a certain extent, but if I'm being honest, I wasn't any good at the game. Anyways, I still like to play ranked matches because those games brought out the feeling of excitement when you won a game and got a little bit of LP. As I got older, I slowly but surely lost interest in playing League. One factor was of course time, but I think it's more likely that I just was frustrated as a player. I had reached my limit and I also got a 10 AFK streak in ranked games. Let me tell you, it's not fun to play 10 matches in a row with 1 to 2 FK players on your team. Again though, if I'm being honest, the AFK streak was just the last drop in the bucket. I was annoyed that League always added new champions and didn't repair old ones. I was annoyed that they changed the background stories of the characters, giving them completely new stories. I was annoyed that you had many Smurf accounts playing in the League. They shouldn't be playing, basically ruining the fun for everyone. Simply put, I was annoyed and I was bad at the game. At some point, I just had lost interest in the whole being competitive thing. This feeling of excitement I never had again until I saw my first professional MK match. And let me tell you, holy moly tally, that was a ride. I don't even remember who fought against whom, but it was amazing. There's something special about seeing two people who probably spent a million hours training beat each other up in a virtual fight. The things those people do, how they connect each move, how they read their opponent, and how excited they are themselves. I don't think that there are many things that can bring out this feeling of excitement out of me. It is funny that I like to watch something I actually don't like to play myself. Weirdly enough, the same goes for mixed martial arts. I did judo at some point and I like that, but MMA is just too brutal for me to do myself. The damage you can take from fights is just too big of a risk for me. I like to watch MMA fights though, and probably for the same reasons I like to watch fighting games. There's something raw and primal seeing two people beat each other up. Sometimes I don't even understand myself because I'm actually against violence. I don't really enjoy fighting someone. My mind is just weird, and to prove that, I have more examples. I really don't like horror movies or horror games. Guess what I watch on YouTube? Spooky Rise and Ending Explained, both channels that heavily focus on the horror genre. I'm an easily spooked person. I don't like to watch horror movies. I just don't like it at all. Horror games are even worse. If you believe it or not, BioShock did spook me, and I actually don't want to play it, but someday I will have to because it's a pretty good game. What about real life though? No problem. Spooky looking house, no problem. I go there. Spooky looking street, well, it's not like it's called M Street, right? Graveyards, well, zombies don't exist, so yeah, we should be Gucci. Put that in a video game though, or in a movie, and I have to get my blankie to calm myself down and not to die of a heart attack. Yeah, it's that bad. We're not done yet. Another thing I don't like is first-person shooters. Yeah, the best, or not the best, but the biggest genre in existence of gaming since the inception of gaming, I don't like. Guess what I like? I like to watch CSGO tournaments, and I like to watch reviews of FPSs, like the guy GG Man Lives, or Jarek the Gaming Dragon. a shooting at a shooting range for me, like, it's fine. Yeah, I like that. FPS, just don't do anything for me. Probably the last FPS I enjoyed was Bunker Punks or Devil Dagger, but those are not typical FPSs. They play around with the formula a little bit. And even Bunker Punks, I'd still have my problems with that. Yeah, I don't know, it's just weird. It's really, really weird. Like I said, I don't even understand my own mind. There are probably more examples I can't remember now, but there's a bunch of stuff that I don't like to do myself but enjoy watching. And now that I'm actually writing my thoughts down, I also have the opposite problem. Some things I don't like to watch that I do like to do in real life. For example, I like to travel around and see new stuff, meet new people, eat new food. I can, for the love of Melitele, not watch vlogs. They can be a minute long, I just can't get into them, you know? Even fairly entertaining vloggers like Casey Neistat, I can't get into that. It's just not my type of content, you know? Yeah, it's my thoughts sometimes just don't work. My brain just doesn't work. And I'm sure this is not me only. There are probably other people that do the same. They like to watch something and they just don't like to do it themselves. I think it comes down to this voyeuristic idea. Some people just like to watch stuff happens, but they don't want to do it themselves. It is really weird. It is really, really weird. Oh god, this video is a mess. I don't expect anyone to follow my train of thought, but I hope I could get you some entertainment. And I hope I could help you out if you have the same problem. Don't feel weird, even though it is. Don't feel weird that you like to watch something that you don't enjoy doing it yourself. I think it's totally normal. Always do the stuff like subscribe, like, turn notifications, comment, take those steps, do that, and watch my other videos. I have a bunch of those, not like this one. I mainly do reviews and interviews. You should watch that. They are very entertaining. If you're not interested in that, I have also a podcast, which is also entertaining. Very good episodes, very good guests. They are very entertaining as well. So, the last thing I always say in my videos, it's tradition here. Take care of yourselves and have a nice day.